The moment we've been waiting for is here. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition has finally arrived on the Nintendo Switch, and the reviews are rolling in. But is this truly the definitive way to experience one of the most ambitious RPGs ever made? Or does it fall short of expectations? Some critics praise its vast world and deep exploration, while others question its localization choices and graphical improvements. But today we're cutting through the noise. We'll break down the biggest reviews, compare the original game to this new edition, and analyze whether these changes enhance or diminish the experience. Welcome to GameChronX, where we dive deep into the lore, mysteries, and evolution of your favorite games. If you love exploring hidden stories and unraveling game worlds, hit that subscribe button, because we're just getting started. Let's start with what the Washington Post had to say. Their review highlights the scale of Xenoblade Chronicles X, calling it one of the most ambitious open-world RPGs ever made. And honestly, they're right. Mira is massive, full of alien creatures, hidden secrets, and awe-inspiring landscapes that still stand out today. From the towering plateaus of Primordia to the lush alien jungles of Noctilum, every environment in Mira is designed to make you feel like a small explorer in an overwhelmingly vast world. The sense of discovery is second to none, and whether you're hunting for rare materials or just taking in the scenery, it's an experience unlike any other in gaming. But here's the catch. The review also points out that while the game's world is incredible, some of its design flaws from the Wii U era persist. The convoluted UI, unclear story progression, and lack of signposting for important missions remain pain points, even in this definitive edition. A game of this scope demands a clear and accessible interface, and unfortunately, some of the same frustrations that plagued players in the original version are still present. For example, navigating objectives and understanding mission requirements can sometimes feel overwhelming for newcomers, despite minor UI refinements. Yes, there are quality-of-life improvements, but the real question is, does this edition modernize the experience enough for new players? Forbes, on the other hand, focuses less on the world of Mira and more on the mechs. Or should I say, dolls? That's right. One of the most noticeable localization changes is the return to the original Japanese term, dolls, instead of the westernized skells. And fans are divided on this. Some argue that this makes the game more faithful to Monolith Soft's vision. Others feel that skells just sounded cooler and fit better in the English version. But this isn't just about a name change. Forbes also criticizes the lack of improvements to the voice acting, with some awkward line deliveries still present in this version. If you were hoping for a complete voiceover refresh, you might be disappointed. This has led to heated discussions in the community, with some veteran players saying they prefer the Wii U localization, while newcomers might not notice the differences at all. Do these changes impact immersion? That's up for debate, but it's a discussion that speaks to how localization can shape our perception of a game. Let's talk about graphics. The definitive edition does bring noticeable improvements, better lighting, higher texture resolution, and a more stable frame rate. But is it enough? If you were expecting a full-scale remaster like Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, you might be underwhelmed. Some areas still look rough by modern standards and character models haven't been fully reworked. The world of Mira is still breathtaking, but when you look at it side by side with modern RPGs, you start to notice the limitations. The draw distance is still impressive, but some textures and character animations feel a bit outdated. Does this mean the world of Mira still shines? Absolutely. But compared to today's open-world RPGs, some of its age shows. We already touched on this, but the localization changes extend beyond just dolls. Several lines of dialogue have been retranslated to better match the Japanese script, while others remain untouched. Some fans love these adjustments, calling them more authentic. Others feel they strip away the charm of the Wii U version's localization. Does this enhance the game's storytelling, or does it feel like an unnecessary change? That depends on how much you value the original localization. One area where this definitive edition truly shines is quality-of-life updates. The UI is now clearer. Fast travel is easier. Doll customization feels more streamlined. Are these game-changing updates? Not exactly, but they do help smooth out some of the clunkiness that frustrated players in the original. However, some elements still feel outdated. Why does the game still rely on Wii U-era menu navigation? A more modern interface would have helped a lot. Here's something that hasn't changed much, the soundtrack. While the original game's OST was highly praised for its mix of orchestral and electronic music, many players were hoping for an option to switch between the original and an orchestrated version. That didn't happen. While the music still slaps, the lack of a remastered option might disappoint fans who were expecting an upgraded audio experience.
The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Our planet was overwhelmed. Only a small handful managed to escape. But our past caught up with us. We resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira. New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves.
Look at us, the chosen few.
So, is Xenoblade Chronicles X, Definitive Edition, truly the best way to experience this legendary RPG? That depends. If you're here for a full graphical overhaul, you might be underwhelmed. If you're excited about a smoother experience, quality of life updates, and more faithful localization, this is a solid reason to revisit Mira. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the new localization is a win or a loss? Are these changes enough to justify a replay? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get the discussion going.
Just why would these aliens be this determined to destroy us?
After all this time, we've finally found a clue that may lead us to the Great One.
Humanity is a blight, festering on the cosmos. Our job is to eradicate it.
We are at war. The hostile alien force known as the Ganglion is marching on New Los Angeles. It is absolutely crucial we repel the coming invasion, no matter what the cost.
I am here to purge the universe of your disease, once and for all.
So, you ready to join up?
Let's go! Get ready.
If you love deep dives into game lore, hidden details, and the evolution of gaming worlds, don't forget to subscribe to GameChronX. More Xenoblade content is on the way. Stay tuned.